frame. And then there we go. Yes, very big. Very, very, very big. And you're on time as usual. Okay. Just gotta rearrange some windows first. Rearrange that, put that over there. Go right there. And there we go. So yeah, this is my hand. This is how thick the book is. This thing is huge. I have to have it all the way over here if I want to be able to open it fully. It just barely, like, if I have it like this, I can't even open it back up because of my cups. This thing is big. Very, very big. So yeah, let's shove this here. Should do it more like that. There we go. Like, to give you an idea, it's about this side's inches. 1 1/4 inch tall, or about 4 centimeters thick. Very big. And this is going to be my live stream book. It has 300 sheets, or 600 pages if you count both sides and stuff. It is pretty large. It's over a foot tall by like 9 inches, I think. It's overall gonna be fun to draw in. So let's keep the start pretty simple. Not sure entirely. I just know I wanted to draw today. And I'm not sure where to even keep all my stuff. Because so much. Let's make sure this... Yeah, there we go. Actually, I'm curious how this takes, like, different kinds of tools. Like, yeah, let's just drag all of this out. First, let's do a smudge test. Because some papers smudge things a lot easier than stuff. This is HB. This is 2B. Smudges. About regular paper smudgy. Yeah, there we go. Just throw some ink down. Because I'm curious, like, how much, like, stuff will bleed through. So, yeah. Because this is the first time ever using a sketchbook like this. Like, actually, I still have the pamphlet thing on the front right here. It's by Art Alternatives, a very big sketchbook. Like, that's the name of it. 600 pages of 300 sheets. It's 75-pound paper that's acid free. Yeah, this is meant to, like, last you a very, very long time. It's normally like $40, but I got it on Amazon for like $20-something. Like, in fact, that's something I can put in the description. In fact, I can just slap that in the description. Slapping it in there. Slapping it in there. Yeah, I got it for $26. And there's the share link. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. Go back to the live. Boom, boom. There we go. You might have to refresh your page to see it. Heck, I'm the chat person. I could post links in the chat if I want to. There you go. Yeah, you can see through it. I have to do a bigger, more impressive drawing. Yeah, so let's just slap down different inks. See how this, just generally takes it. Throw down some more microns. I like how smooth the paper is. Like, it feels nice to draw on, most certainly. So, yeah. Okay. Pigma Sensei. This one's a little bit more drier, but still works. Yeah, this. I'm honestly not sure. It is 300 pages. The fastest I ever completed a sketchbook was with a Ucreate sketchbook that was like 60, 75 pages-ish. And I drew double-sided on that. So, yeah. Now let's bring out the big boys. Yeah, big boy. Ooh, that feathers. Look at that feathering. Ooh. Okay. Oh, I forgot to link my friend. My thing. Bridget. There you go. Streaming. Streaming. Boop-a-doop-doo. Boo. Okay. There you go. Emailed. Yeah, that feathers. That feathers. Definitely not doing G-Pen stuff with this. Just cleaning off my nib. That back. Let's try just a bit of ink on our brush. Ooh, that eats that ink. It really eats the ink. Yeah, it just like eats it entirely. Okay, Cyclops teeth. Okay. That's interesting. Hope I can be entertaining. But anyway, don't use this on this because it eats the ink, like, very hard. How does that look on the other side? Ooh, that bleeds. Yeah, don't use brush ink on this. This is not going to take that very well. That is somewhat disappointing. So yeah, cause like look how much that bleeds through. That's bad. Doesn't seem to hit the other page. I'm guessing markers won't do that well, but hey, let's try it anyway. Let's use like a deep purple. Oop. This is a very old Fine Touch Maca. But just Boom. 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 There you go. Woo! That smells. That smells a lot. Yep. Bleeds through like nothing else. Okay, next up. How well does it handle watercolor? Got some good old water brushes right here. Let's go for a nice red. Ooh yeah. Let's get that deep color in there. Ooh. It likes to eat it. This was marketed as a multimedia sketchbook, so I'm at least hoping it can handle watercolor, because even though the water soaks in a lot, doing some swatches. I'm just mainly seeing what this sketchbook can handle, because I never used this kind of sketchbook before. So I'm just kind of like throwing a bunch of stuff at it, see how it affects the other page on the other side and stuff. I already have a swatch sheet for this color palette right here, all in order and stuff, so I don't really need to swatch anything. But yeah. In case you're wondering, this is an Arteza Classic Watercolor set, which I don't believe they sell anymore. Which is weird because I bought it recently, so it recently just become unavailable. But they do have other watercolor sets. Let's take some random color pencils. See how this works. Some more colorful ones. Okay. I'm betting this is going to be definitely more of a colored pencil sort of sketchbook. I like how they feel already. The kind of sketchbook this is a very big art alternatives big sketchbook. 600 pages or 300 sheets of paper goodness. So yeah. It's normally like 40-ish bucks. Normally it's $43. I got it on sale for $21 off. So I got it for like 26 something. Pretty nice. Yeah. Sketchbook slam. This sketchbook makes all the slamming noises. I could definitely say that. This thing's heavy. Yeah. The other side's not that wet. So watercolor is definitely viable, but I'm not sure how it looks. Oh, I hope Snake's Codex are back. I want to see all the new codec entries for the new Smash characters. That'd be great. Yeah, let's slap my pencils and stuff back into my little case right here. Because I love this case. So yeah, this definitely does help me figure out what I exactly need to do and avoid with a lot of stuff. Because let me just quickly. Like, look how much that, like, feathers. Oh, I'd never heard that challenge before. I'm not really giving myself a harsh deadline here. I just wanted a very big sketchbook that I can use for streaming. No, don't worry about your grammar, Cyclops. I'm not necessarily the best at grammar either. uh, there's a reason why my English grade varied very heavily back in high school. So, yeah. Okay, so let's just move on to the next page. I'm probably not going to draw on this side of the sketchbook until we're like a decent chunk in, because I really don't want to put a lot of pressure on the binding here. I'm more used to drawing in spiral bound sketchbooks, which is my general preference. But hey, let's I want to draw with a different mechanical pencil. Here we go. Actually, let's start with this one. This is a 0.7 this is a 0.7 mechanical pencil from a Sakura inking set. So let's just draw a character I'm familiar with. This is my original character, Nora Ebony. She's part of a story I've been trying to get off the ground for a while now. Been kind of on and off about it. It's been a while since I drew her too, so this will be good practice. Just gonna keep it to the portrait. I haven't done any real warm-ups yet today. I did like a watercolor drawing earlier in another sketchbook, but I just want to warm up more specifically. When I usually draw in a spiral bound, like this one, I don't really. Well, are you left-handed, or are you? I guess you're probably doing it double-sided. I guess like this. But usually when it comes to like spiral bound, if I'm drawing like this, it's probably because I'm trying to do something a little bit more complicated. But usually, with most spiral bound stuff, I draw like this, and then I just flip it over, then draw on the other side, flip the page, flip it over, draw on that side. That's what I typically do. I tend to draw more horizontally than vertically. But anyway, this character's name is Nora Ebony. Yeah. Next we ink. No, I specifically want to make manga, so I wouldn't call myself a cartoonist. I more so want to tell stories. I don't do any art professionally at the moment, but that's just primarily because I'm still young and I haven't found a job yet. Yeah, there is a weird bleeding thing. I'm also not liking how the eyes are coming out from the ink. I haven't inked with microns in a while. I haven't been inking in a while in general. I don't think about it. Tip on inking is think about your pencils as more as guidelines than your actual hard thing to do. Because as you see, I drew the mouth slightly lower in pencils, but I wanted to push it up higher. So I did. Because that just looks a little bit more better. Because Ebony here, is an adult, so it would make sense her mouth is slightly higher up, which a good way to kind of like indicate a character's age is actually the placement of their mouth. If you place it a bit lower, it makes them look a bit younger. If you place it up higher, it makes them look a bit older. If I was going to participate in Japanese contests like in Shonen Jump, I would have to, be able to translate my entire manga into Japanese, because those are Japanese language only. Plus, I'm not even sure if they would even accept it in the first place. I've thought about it. But I think I'm going to end up independently publishing at first. But I don't think it'll be possible for me to enter in the Tetsuka Award. Oh, Kingdom Hearts 3 looks so good. January can't get here fast enough. But luckily there's a lot of good games coming out, like Smash Bros. A month before. That'll definitely hold me over. Then, like, next month is, like, Octopath Traveler. Like, oh, man. So excited. Yeah, I'm not really like having this inking job's coming out first. But Ebony here is physically burnt. These are burn scars, in case you're wondering. That's cool. Hope you get luck. Get some luck and you can get a good contact there. Because one of the things about getting into the book publishing in general is making sure you have some sort of in. Because if an editor likes your work, they'll end up working with you. This is true of both manga and comics. Like an editor is how you get in most of the time. And make sure you take the feedback in and try to like internalize it in some way. because editors like when they see up and coming artists take in their feedback, because it shows that you're willing to listen and want to improve. And what I mean by like indie publishing, uh, I mean by like posting it online, not necessarily like getting a book out. That won't be for like a good while, most certainly. I don't expect getting any physical thing printed for a long time. Good, at least a good couple of years. Because that requires so many resources. It's insane. Right now, I'm just kind of hatching in her, the black part of her jacket. Uh, yeah, she's technically human. The series is more fantasy, like essentially to give you an idea what the world's like. Uh, it's a fantasy world that's currently within the Industrial Revolution equivalent. To give you an idea where like technology's at. So there's like radios and stuff, but no televisions or anything like that. It's like kind of steampunk-esque, industrial punk, I guess is the best way to put it. I still need to read the Scott Pilgrim books. They seem really fun. I like the movie. I heard the movie was very true to the spirit of the books, so I'm looking forward to that. See the story, more fleshed out too. Scene on the other side. Yeah, ink really comes through. Well, you can't really see it on camera. Well, you kind of can. But it's very visible on my side. So, yeah, so if I'm going to be drawing a lot more double-sided things, I would probably keep it to mainly pencil work and stuff like that. Yeah, this ink job didn't come out well. Need to practice inking more. Yeah. Nice. Getting some charge on that phone. Okay. Yeah, I really did not like how the eyes come out. The air I can live with, but the eyes... Let's do some gestures to warm up a bit more. By the way, I love this pencil right here. It's a Uniball Alpha Gel .5 mechanical pencil. It's great. I love how it feels. Just the grip is amazing. I also have the thicker version, which has like a shaking ability. Like, see how there's like kind of like no lead in it right now? You just kind of give it a couple of shakes and now it has lead. Nice. You can also click this in all the way, which prevents the shaking to put out more lead. Let's do another quick Ellie portrait. Let's actually move the full body. Okay. Thanks, Cyclops, for coming by. Glad to have new people come in. Hope you get back into your house. Have a great day. Come back anytime. Have you been playing it on Switch? Fortnite's one of those kind of games that you really like it or don't really think much of it. So yeah, I think it's all right. It's just not my kind of game. From what I can tell, microtransactions are completely optional in terms of gameplay. It doesn't give you any advantage. It's just that if you want cosmetics, then you have to pay the money. Let's clean this up a bit. The hand pose could be better. Huh. Let's have some pretty decent netcode. Shooters are generally like some of the better games when it comes to netcode because of just how the games just work at a programming wise. Well, fighting games have a much harder time getting their netcode to work because you gotta make sure that you don't, because the same workarounds for shooters don't really work well with fighters. Because with fighters, or with shooters, they do something called rerounds or rollbacks, where they are just always constantly rolling you back to a different point, server side or client side, that's so minuscule that you won't be able to really tell the difference. Well, with the fighter, it would be a lot more noticeable. Because, you know, in a fighter, your combo just might not even happen. It might just roll back even further, and there's a lot of smaller points. And with shooters, since everything's so instant and there's not a lot of, like, I guess, like, end lag to things, kind of allows them to have that advantage in the online space. Things like that. I'm somewhat paranoid to lean in too far in because I don't want my like head to get in there. It's like, oh, look at my head. Like, look at it. Because that could be annoying. But I have to have the camera so high up. Okay, bye, Deacon. Have a great day. Okay. Do. Okay. Okay. One of the things I forgot to do over here is actually do this part of the eyes. Kind of one of the reasons why I didn't think it looked that good. Remember, I do this with the eyes. Do.
Yeah, we're trying to have something to talk about, but when no one's really talking in chat, it's kind of hard to keep the conversation going. The VOD, which I recently learned what that term means, VOD. It means video on demand. And I've also been forgetting to tone in her eyebrows. Let's just do that. There. But yeah, like, the VOD of this is going to be kind of boring if I don't keep talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. Yeah. Stretching. It's always good to stretch. It's almost been an hour, so I might as well try to stretch out my hands. I've been seeing a lot of like good hand stretching things where you make a fist, open up your hands, make a fist, like kind of do that a couple of times. Push your hands together against your chest, and then massage it. You're supposed to do this like every hour. You know, make sure your hands are all nice and comfortable. Use your thumbs, like get in there, get in there. You know, make sure your hands are all nice and taken care of. Do the other hand. Just get that thumb in there.
I guess this is the first real page I finished drawing on. The first page was just, just testing out the things. I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break and get something to munch on. I guess I should create a little text thing. Yes, this one. There we go. Man, that's really low res. Okay, be right back. And we are back.
Back in action. I got my bagels. And, I gotta find a good place to do that. With this.
Seriously, this entire sketchbook just like eats up all of my desk. It just eats up all of it.
For actually over here. You. Okay, there we go. Find a place to put my bagel. Bagel. For that there. Put this. Do that. And that kind of there. Kind of work. There we go. And I forgot to spread the margin on my bagels. I kind of slapped it on there and just realized I kind of still need to kind of spread it. So I got myself a butter knife so we can talk as I'm spreading this. Hey Tyrone, it's been a while. How's it going? Yeah, these are cinnamon toast bagels, by the way. They're amazing, great, fantastic even. Extremely toasty. Welcome to my very, very big sketchbook stream, where I stream with drawing in a very, very, very big sketchbook. To give you an idea, this is how thick it is. About 2 inches. Or 4 or 5 centimeters close. Oh, you got back from Japan? Oh, that's cool. Very cool. Did you pick up anything interesting? Like cool art supplies, mangas, stuff like that. That right there. There we go. And I'm gonna eat my bagels. I'm not doing the sketchbook slam. I just learned about that earlier, and I'm not doing the sketchbook slam. This is just purely for the stream, because I just want to have a big sketchbook to stream in and stuff like that. I'm not completing the sketchbook anytime soon. Ooh, that's a great deal. It's like $2, $3 off. Japan has so much better prices for the art supplies. Yeah, I would die. So basically, so far, I did one page just purely testing out, you know, how do the mediums work on this. I found out, somewhat disappointingly, that if you see here, it's kind of blurry. Hold on. Webcam, autofocus. No, it's just... There we go. You see how, like, it feathers really heavily? And because of that, G pens don't work well with this. Really thick inks also feather. Trying to apply ink with a brush is also just terrible. Markers bleed through the page, as you see here. Watercolor kind of takes it in well.
but you don't get a lot of spread out of it. So you almost gonna have to kind of like use your watercolor as a almost kind of like a marker in a way. Color pencil works fine on this. And you can also, if we look on the back of here, you can see this better in person, but you can clearly see anything that you inked on the other side. So, yeah. This thing's like normally 40 bucks. But I got it for 20. It's an alright sketchbook for now. It doesn't need to be like super high quality. Just a bit disappointing that I can't handle this kind of stuff. Would have been great. But it is 300 pages of stuff. Or 300 sheets of paper. Or 600 pages if you count each side. I'm probably going to do mainly just one side for now. Because I don't want to wreck the binding at all. So yeah, that's the thing. So, yeah. Plus, drawing with this kind of like fold over is really annoying. It's the reason why I generally prefer spiral bound books over hardbound, personally. And stuff like that. So yeah. These bagels are amazing. But I do enjoy how pencil feels on this, though. Feels pretty nice. Has a really smooth texture to it, too, which I really like. I like smooth texture books. So, yeah. Straw bagel. So, what else happened on your trip to Japan, Tyrone? Like, do anything cool? See any cool sights? I know, right? Like, this is a normal sketchbook right here, and that's not even like half of the whole thing. Back in middle school, they used to sell these bagels for really cheap. Like just like a normal like bagel, and you get like 2 free little things of margin that you get to eat it with. And it's what I had for lunch every day. And it was amazing. Well, that's really cool. Pitting all the deer.
bagels always have these kind of like slits in them. You're meant to kind of like tear it open with your hands and stuff. And you got like all the little spots in them. Yeah, I got some cinnamon toast. Not cinnamon toast, French toast bagels. Great. Put some basic crotch thatching in there. Just like boom, there you go. You got like the butter knife. It's kind of like shaped like this. And let's slap down some razor pencil. Get that tone in there. There we go. Boom. I know my art principles, tone and stuff, and maybe depth. Yeah, these streams are going to be pretty relaxing, or laid back and stuff. Because I want to be able to do them a lot. So expect a lot more drawing streams, because gotta fill this baby up. Come on, almost finished with the bagels. Oh, now chew faster. Faster! Okay. Draw a cup of coffee. That. Let's make this line connect. Yeah, so it looks all fancy and stuff. Obscure patterns.
And we can't forget the coaster. Coasters are nice. This coaster has like an inner ring that's kind of like a bit indented in, stuff like that. Oops, hit the mic. Yeah, like, look at that. Look, I should be totally a prop designer, because doing 2 drawings of something totally makes you qualified, right? 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 You know what? Just keep drawing food. Make people hungry. This is going to be a sandwich. Classic isometric drawing of a sandwich. Let's get our box guideline prepared. This is going to be our first slice. This is going to be the top of the bread. Like O. But we're going to mix it up, and the different bread slice is asymmetric. Yep, that's right. The person whoever made this sandwich didn't even bother making sure the bread was lined up correctly. So the top end's like the bumpy end on here is not the same as the bumpy end right over here. That gets more of the crustiness in there. Yeah, like, the person whoever made this was a horrible person. This is our lettuce. And then it will have like some circular things. It might be onion rings. Onions. It might be tomato. Then we put like a few dashes of other stuff in there, and it's just like, oh, what is this? Like, what kind of sandwich is this? You don't know, because it's a sandwich. It's a nondescript with lettuce, some circular veggie things. Might be tomato, might be onion, and maybe some like random meat there that kind of like pokes through. It's like all like, yeah, you don't know what it is. It's just a sandwich with bread that wasn't properly aligned. You're gonna have to take the entire sandwich apart, or take the top and just like rotate it, plate it on there, and there you go. Like that. That's your bread sandwich right there. It's your bread sandwich. And this is your glass. Which has some morning beverage. It could be apple juice, it could be orange juice, it could be some kind of juice. It could be just water. But all we do know is that it has a straw. Straw that goes in like that and kind of bends weird. Let's actually have bend like this. You know, like more like this. Get a more significant bend. Where's our eraser? Because, you know, water distorts light. First you think it's going in like that, but then it kind of bends down like this. And it's just like, it's interesting to look at. It's interesting to look at. And maybe it has like an ice cube in there. A singular, nice ice cube. And it has like precipitation. Yeah, like, look at this detail. Look at me. I'm an artist. I can draw. I can do things. I can draw a sandwich.
fixed portions. This is kind of like leaning off to the side weirdly. Yeah. One of the hard things about drawing in this sketchbook is trying to make sure that I'm not putting my head in like that, which could be annoying for people. And I don't want to stand and draw all day, so. Yeah. I guess I should take out this to make sure, like, my, lines are straight, like a so. And you go here, and it's like a so. Boom. That's a much better basis. Then you kind of go in, add some, like, interesting depth. Like, maybe, like, it's kind of, like, thicker at the top, then it kind of thins out in the bottom. And it goes kind of like a so. Kind of like that, kind of neat. Kind of make it visually interesting. There's nothing in it. Because someone forgot to fill your drink. So you get up one perfectly straight kind of straw. It's boring. It's not bendy in the water. You don't get to hit people with that interesting fact of, did you know light bends water? Wait, no. Water bends light, and thus why the thing looks crooked when you put it in, even though it's still perfectly straight. And stuff like that. It's pretty interesting. Interesting stuff, I tell you. Interesting stuff. Anyway. Let's draw my cup. It has this like weird bumpy pattern. Like a so. It kind of show you. It looks like this. It's pretty neat. Yeah, like that. This is a very crude version of the drawing. I'm not very good at, like, details. I have a really bad habit of rushing things. Yeah, because you get issues like that. Yeah. I'm just, I'm just bad. It's kind of like that. You have like stuff in there, and you get the. Man, spent like almost like forever trying to like get the, like all the details right with the stuff on the other side. Just kind of like rough
nothing in there. And then it has like all these like complicated shines and stuff like that. Yeah. It's a lot more comfortable to hold than you might think. You might think like, oh, this must be like annoying to hold with all the bumps. Actually, it feels alright. Your fingers just kind of find their spots, and it's a nice strong grip. So yeah. Straw party cup. And there's like the kind of like weird indents that it has, like kind of like that. Like doop doop doo. It has like another weird indent on the sides for some reason. Kind of weird. It's very weird. It has like these lines. Do 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 do. Yeah, party cup. I noticed like a lot of them kind of like lopsided, especially when looking at the top-down view. That comes from like something called left-handed and right-handed bias, where or left-right bias, where things tend to like lean that way if you're right-handed, things tend to lean that way if you're left-handed, and stuff like that. Mainly because of the natural curve of your hand, and you just kind of like leaning kind of like this in a way, or like looking down in that direction, kind of like this, and you just draw, and it like kind of distorts your personal view of it. That's why these tend to, the top part of this page tends to be the kind of hardest to draw on, because unless I'm like standing straight up and drawing like this, which I would have to look down or kind of lean on the table weirdly and stuff like that, which would be kind of a pain constantly. I have to do like constant stretches and all that. Next page. We're 3 pages down, 3 sheets down. Because again, I don't like drawing on this side just yet because the binding and all that. So we are officially 100th of the way there. Potentially longer if once I decide to start doing like probably sooner than that. Yeah, probably like around here is probably when I start feeling comfortable doing it. Slide that out a bit. Like, I really want to lean on this side, but I don't want to break the cover. There's, like, no room for me to draw anywhere. Like, seriously, like, my entire desk is being used just because of this book. Yeah. What do I want to draw? Always blink on what I want to draw. I should really come up with a list. I always tell myself to do this, like, come up with a list. Turn on my room light so that gets better overall lighting going on. You know what? Let's actually draw our art supplies. Like this white Posca pen I have. Which is also a uni thing.
Yeah, let's just draw this. It's not going to be an exact drawing, but let's try. You really don't see it on the camera's point of view, but I do kind of see the clip thing kind of coming around like that. Actually, let me this line a bit shorter here, so it's a little bit more accurate. This line shorter here. It's kind of weird because at your point angle, this should be like all kind of like turned a bit this way. Well, for me, this is more kind of accurate. I may have made the Posca logo a little bit too big, and there's like all the different characters that should be there. You should still be able to see it in my point of view, but it's like kind of hard to write characters you don't know the language for. I think. Ooh, that's a complicated one. It's just that. This is not visually accurate at all. Just gotta rough it in. I am butchering the hell out of this. I am sorry to the culture of Japan. Just why they're just getting more and more complicated. Like, seriously, that is so complicated. What? Hold on, let's this is like probably the most complicated one. It's like this. 1, 2, 3. This. 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 I believe there is 2 lines like that. That is so complicated. And the character after that's like this. Boop, boop, boop. Like that. Dang. Then the next character is just that. And then this. And then that, I think, is how you can. Actually, no, it's more like that. Erase that bit. More like that. Why is it so complicated? I'm not sure what character this is or this is, but curious. Yeah, it's so complicated. Yeah. I think this is supposed to be the name of the color. Honestly, this is a white Posca pen, but still. Like, oh man. Can you call this pen? It's more of a marker. Hear that ball in it? Because it's paint. Like, legit paint. It's getting a bit chilly. Just turn my air conditioner on the low fan. Ooh. Okay. Enough for our Japanese lessons for today. Let's draw a different thingy. Draw this pencil sharpener. It's kind of neat. Honestly, to you, it's just a plain circle. Yeah. Okay, we see 2 holes here. And you get like the here. There we go. And you get like the I'm not gonna fit all this. There we go. Little trademark. This is like all dark. Oh, it's kind of dark. Yeah, that's kind of how it looks. Kind of bad. Let's draw our ruler. This is going to be the easiest one. I can tell you that. Oh boy. You know what? Let's make it a bit more challenging. and eyeball the measurements. That's where the 3 is. That's where the 6 is. That's where the 0 is. A little bit in for that. A little bit in for that one. 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 Yeah, just get in the centimeters. We bust through with the inches like so. And each one's like a ½ inch. Just eyeballing that completely. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Like even tinier for the 1/4 inch. And we got the like logo here, which is just a C dash T H R U, the little copyright symbol. Yeah. 6 5 4 3 2 1 0. Two, 1 0 with a C M I N C H. Okay. That's actually I eyeballed it pretty close. 5's a bit out of place, the 3's a bit out of place, but the 1 and 2, well, actually the 2 is the only one, and 4 is the only ones that really line up well. I was actually a lot closer with the centimeters, actually. Neat. Oh, we forgot another part. Made in China. Woo. Now let's draw one of my favorite erasers. I love these erasers. In case you don't know how much I love them, I love them. I bought a whole pack of like, oh, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A pack of 40, because double that's here because 2 layers, and double again over here because there's also 2 layers. I just kind of threw them around everywhere in my room. It's like, oh, let's put a few erasers here. Let's put a spare in there. Let's use one. Let's give a few to my friends. You know, it's like, I love these. They're the Tombow Mono Plastic Eraser. These are the black variants. I also have a white variant as well, which I think is this eraser with its thing off. They're pretty much both the same erasers. These are just a bit smaller. You can also get larger ones. I got a pack of 40. Yeah, this. Yeah, it says 40 pieces right here. Yeah, I just love these so much. I never need another eraser in my life ever again, unless it's like new clicky erasers, which I always like these for details. You know what? I'm gonna go into my Amazon orders just so I can go find those erasers again. Erasers. Here we go. Share. Copy. There we go. Boom. Those are my favorite erasers. Favorite eraser. Boom. There you go. Free promotion. I don't care. I love these erasers. You can get a pack of them with Amazon Prime for $25 or $34 if you don't have Prime, from what I can tell. I love these erasers so much. So let's draw them. A tribute drawing. I'm not even gonna trace over it because I gotta show this eraser some respect. Gotta show all the respect for it. Get the guideline in there for the lettering. I also feel the need to mention that I am not sponsored by Mono Eraser. I just love. I'm just a fan. Not sponsored, just a fan. The Dragonfly sort of logo. No, it's a lowercase b. Tom Bow. Yeah, there we go. Fill it in. Yeah, there we go. Let's take where's my... Where is it? Where's... Oh, there you go. There it is. Let's redraw the thing here. There we go. You can kind of not see it. It also seems like someone just got home. Hopefully there won't be too much noise. I want to keep streaming. It's been an hour since I last hand stretched. Let's do some hand stretches. So let's clench our fist. Wide open. Clench our fist. Wide open. Let's also for some finger stretches like this. I can bend my fingers pretty far. Finger stretching, do 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 do. Okay. I'm just drawing random art supplies. Actually, we trust more. Might as well. You know what? Not with you. Let's take a U. Let's try to draw a micron with the same micron I'm using for reference. So let's get that in there. Should probably be using a ruler. I'm going over the thing I wrote down earlier. Doesn't really matter. That was just me just trying to figure out how they're actually just drawn, written. Japanese characters are like, oh, along with Chinese characters as well, like because they both shared the same kanji set, if I remember correctly. Because there's a hiragana, katakana, and then you got kanji, which is a shared character set. Kanji is the ones that are pretty much the words in a single character. And I believe these two are kanji. In fact, there might be separate kanji, actually. This might be its own kanji, that might be its own kanji. I'm not entirely sure, actually. Need to do some research. Figure out what they mean. Shine. Put a box here. That'll be like the boop, 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 boop. That's the Sakura logo. Ooh, they're fancy with their art. They don't connect it. 0, 3. 0, 3 is like really thick compared to the micron part. There's this like purple line here, and then there's just some English text here. I don't care about the English text. It's like a AP approved or something. that kind of goes around there. Then right here they talk about the actual width, which is 0.35 millimeters. Line in like 3 different languages. I assume like French and Spanish. Then you get like talking about like the micro pigment ink for waterproof and fade proof shenanigans that you can do with this. And it's like making a line. Yeah. Perfect replica. Not really. Just some really rough ink sketching, drawing hands. That's drawn a hand. I mean, look how meta this is. Hands drawn hands. And this one's drawing a hand like somewhere around there, and there you go. There you go. It's like, who's that fancy artist? I call any like traditional artists fancy artists. Like, who is that fancy artist guy? MC Escher? Or no, is that a musician? You know, the guy who drew the hand drawing the other hand that's drawing that hand? An infinite loop of handship. You know, like which hand started drawing first and stuff like that. And that's enough for this page. Ooh, you can see like the strings on this binding. Stretch. We've been streaming for about 2 hours. So I think that'll be it for today with the giant, very big sketchbook stream. We're going to continue this later, tomorrow. So yeah. So today we tested on one page, just as, let's go for an overview. Okay, so we tested on this page. You know, all the different mediums, we found out what works, what doesn't. Then we did some sketches of Ebony's, a few gestures. Then we started doing some object drawing, because I'm very bad at drawing objects, and I felt like drawing the bagel. Then we draw some of my art supplies, which was pretty neat. And yeah, and we got the next blank page. So let's write down 6, 29, 2018 right here. Go back to this first page. Go 6, 29, 2018. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to, every time we draw on this, we're going to draw the start date of when we started to draw. And then on the final page that we drew on for that day, we're going to write the day right there. So we know, let's call this end. And there we go. Okay? Okay. Thank you for coming to the stream, everybody. It was fun when some people came over and talked and stuff. It was a good 2 hours. I'm going to try to shoot for 3 hours of drawing. I'm going to come back with a list. In fact, I'm going to write down that right now. We'll come back with a full-on list. Create list. There we go. Written that down, putting it right there, kind of in my face, around my thingy. But yeah, that's it for today. See you later.